You don't try to overcome the fear. That fear is real. And the circumstances that bring on the fear is real. You're correct. You're on a job and you start talking about racism all the time, that sends out a flag. That's a bell that's going off. And in many cases, you are working yourself out of a job, which is not what you intend to do. So on job situations, or in situations where you begin to sense that people are beginning to fear you because you're talking about racism, both black people and white people are backing away from you, you simply don't talk about racism. See, counter-racist codification is about science. It's about getting results. It's not about just doing things because you want to do it, even if it's the correct thing to do. It's about going about doing things so that you get the most constructive result out of what you're doing. So, in a compensatory way, which is also a title in the code book, compensatory, meaning, how do you make up for what's missing? Okay? What's missing is justice. So you center on what you're trying to get rid of racism for. It's the reason why you're trying to get rid of racism. It's so you can replace it with something better.
Mm-hmm.
No point in replacing racism with something that's worse than racism, whatever that might be. That doesn't make sense. That's not logical. But you're trying to replace racism with what? Something that most people throughout the world say that they are all for. And that is a thing called what? Justice.
All righty.
Justice meaning guaranteeing that no one is mistreated and guaranteeing that the person that needs help the most gets the most help. And in most cases, in the system of white supremacy, on job situations and every other situation that you can name, when you look around, who are the people who are being mistreated the most in the system of white supremacy? And who are the people who need help the most constructive help in the system of white supremacy? You will find, I think, by discovery or whatever, most of them will be classified as black and or non-white, all right? So if just through the process of talking about justice at the lunch table, talking about just two things, guaranteeing right there on that job, nobody being mistreated. Is anybody on this job being mistreated? Anybody? Okay? That's not supposed to happen anywhere. Not only on jobs, that's not supposed to happen anywhere in the world, even for 5 minutes. All right? 2 minutes, 20 seconds, a second. No one is supposed to be mistreated ever. All right? So you can say that without having to look over your shoulder and see who's going to disagree with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think most people, white, non-white, male, female, whomever, most people are not going to say, well, it's okay to mistreat people in some circumstances. I don't think anybody's ever going to say that, and without them getting in trouble. All right? So that's the way you go. And it's everybody getting the constructive help that they need. And you start with the person that needs the most help, okay? If Miss Mary Jones down the hall looks like she's struggling, she needs the most help,
mm-hmm.
then everybody in that factory, in that office building, is supposed to say, wait a minute, this lady works here, and we are not supposed to have anybody mistreated here, and we are supposed to be helping everybody who's here, starting with the person that needs the most help. So if Miss Mary Jones down the hall in Section 4 needs the most help, then everybody is supposed to concentrate on seeing to it that Miss Mary Jones gets the help that she needs. That's all you have to do.
That's all you have to
do. I hope that answers your question, because a lot of people keep saying that.
Okay.
So what can we do without getting in trouble and whatnot? You shouldn't ever get in trouble by saying you are for justice and against non-justice. All you have to say. You don't even have to mention color.
Okay.
That will take care of itself.